Super Bowl or bust?
Forget cable, switch to Frontier. The Fios Triple Play brings dedicated 100% fiber optics to your home. Fios TV, 15x5 internet and digital phone for $119.99 per month with 2-year price protection plan on qualifying service. FrontierPacificNW.com.
Okay, maybe Grey Cup or bust. No, I'm kidding.
Wow.
Like that, it's Grey Cup from Vancouver in 05. No, we're not feeling about the Grey Cup. And I'm not feeling Super Bowl or bust.
I can't hear you over this hat.
We're not putting that kind of pressure on Matt Flynn, but I tell you this much, Rockstar, regardless of what happens in San Francisco, you kind of got like you do with dice. You got a shake up in the NFC West with the Seahawks getting a new quarterback.
I like it. And if we're going to talk about who might be a favorite in this division, you look at the Rams are in a rebuild. You expect they'll be better than they were last year.
A lot better, but 500 is probably as good as they can do.
That'd be a brilliant season for them, being as they were an atrocity last season. You don't know what's going to happen in Arizona with Kevin Cobb. I don't know if he's good. It's still too early to determine that in my estimation, but you're probably trying to soothe maybe some hurt feelings there. They did give him his bonus, but they're trying to restructure the contract. They made a hardcore play for Peyton Manning in Arizona. And now with the 49ers and the uncertainty about Alex Smith, and we read today that he's had contact with them today.
Still talking to Miami.
Talking contract with Miami. Now, it could be a ploy. It could be just making the 49ers sweat a little bit. But you might be looking at the cream of the crop last year in this division, sitting there with either Colin Kaepernick, who they have signed, and there's interest in Josh Johnson, who's been on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers roster, I think, for the past 4 seasons, bringing him in. But that's kind of who they're talking about right now, which kind of, you look at the Seahawks with that defense, with their secondary, with hopefully a healthy offensive line, you're bringing back Marshawn, and now you feel like you've got your answer at quarterback. This could be the legitimate favorite in this division.
I would think so. I would think that's what the expectations from the Seahawks have to be here, even though much is made about the competing part of this thing with Tavares Jackson still competing for the job. You paid Matt Flynn more money. You gave Matt Flynn more years because you believe Matt Flynn is going to be an upgrade for you and is going to be playing quarterback for you. I think the Seahawks, the other thing to consider about them when you look at other guys in free agency is not to really think that much about other guys in free agency. One of the things that Flynn said in his comments that appealed to him about Seattle was the youth on the roster, and that's just it. Even with the re-signing of those guys, both guys in their primes, Red Bryant, I still consider him a young player. Marshawn Lynch, not a 28 or 29-year-old running back, a running back in his prime. All the young guys all over the field. I sense an opportunity for the Seahawks to trade down in the draft, to add more picks, to make this team even younger and hungrier going into next year, and meaner, big, physical. It feels like a very exciting time to be a Seahawks fan.
Well, and you feel like they answered their biggest need. Their biggest glaring need was quarterback. That's where the question was. And Tavares was great for what you used him for, but he was not a guy that anybody felt like was going to get you to that next level. Right?
Maybe Matt Flynn is.
Maybe.
He's a guy who could be.
Yeah, they did. Boy, it was a brilliant deal. I love the deal.
Grey Cup, here we come. Super Bowl.